On this episode, we continue our Fab 5 series and talk about our 5 favorite things in Hollywood studios. Today is March 18th, 2022. This is episode 444 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and I am joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey, guys.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic. And if you've not done so already, head out to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join. And then go ahead and hit that subscribe button to make sure you get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. We have the Main Street 16 Challenge coming up April 22nd through 24th. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to mainstreet16.com. And we want to give a huge shout out to our 2 premier sponsors, Vacation Grocery Delivery and Mouse Dining. And you can learn more about them and use their services if you head on over to msmfriends.com. And then finally, we have a really cool announcement coming on Tuesday's episode. So make sure you tune in to hear all about it. All right, so we're going to continue our Fab 5 series with Hollywood Studios. But first, Rhonda, we're recording Thursday morning. When this comes out, the secret is up. Where are we?
We are in New Orleans.
Is that how you say it? I say New Orleans. I say it like I think the worst way possible.
We are in Louisiana.
Oh, my.
We are deep south.
Yep. We headed.
No, I really don't know.
No, Thursday morning, actually, in about an hour, we're going to leave the house. We're going to head to the airport, and we're actually flying on a wheels up private jet out to New Orleans. And so very, very exciting. If you want to be checking all this out, you can go to wonderlandcrew.com and join there for some live streams and photos and stuff that we're not planning to share on, regular Facebook community, Twitter. And we will be doing some Instagram stories at Main ST Magic as well.
And this is all thanks to our really good friend Lucy and Caleb.
Yes.
We would not be doing this without them.
This is very, very exciting. Do you think we're having fun?
We are having fun.
I bet we're
having a blast.
We're having so much fun. And we're going to actually talk all about the trip on a episode coming up next week as well and share our experience as it's our first time ever going there. And so very, very excited. But let's get into today's episode about our 5 favorite things at Hollywood Studios. If you have not heard the other 2 of these series, you can go back and catch Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And what we do is we each pick a quick service restaurant, a table service restaurant, a ride, an attraction/show, so it'd be anything without a moving vehicle, and then we get one bonus pick that is absolutely anything we want in the park. It could be food, another ride, another restaurant. We don't know each other's answers because that always makes it a little more fun. So let's just get right into it. We're going to start with Rhonda, as we always do, with her favorite quick service restaurant at Hollywood Studios.
And I'm going to go ahead and pick the newly, redone, renovated ABC Commissary.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Their food has been very good. We ate there and ate with a bunch of people with this new menu, and everything was so good. I really enjoy it for a quick service. You can eat inside, you can eat outside, depending on the weather. They even renovated it inside.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, this used to be pretty standard. Well, it was standard quick service park fare for a while. I mean, it used to be way back in the day. They had a steak and they had ribs and stuff, but it kind of just moved to off the beaten path because it's that walkway. The only reason really to go on that walkway is to shortcut into Galaxy's Edge or to eat here. But I think a lot of people used to pass it. And now that they've elevated this menu to include pork tacos, shrimp tacos are really good. The buffalo grilled cheese, outstanding.
So
I think was in a Mediterranean salad with chicken.
I believe
I think you got one time that was great. I mean, everything here is really, really delicious. With new mobile order.
Yeah.
It's just so easy, and there is a lot of seating, as you mentioned, both inside and outside. So it's often not too hard to find a table, which is one of the things I like kind of about mobile order too, is people aren't just going in and sitting down.
Yeah.
You really got to place an order and have food in front of you, which is great. So I love that pick. I'm going to go into Galaxy's Edge and go with Docking Bay 7.
Oh, yeah, that is a good pick.
Everything we've
fruit,
had here is delicious.
Yep.
That, Felucian garden spread
Yes.
is probably our favorite plant-based item on property.
The atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah, atmosphere is so cool. The adult beverages are good.
Mhm.
The food is inventive. It is filling, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they truly captured Star Wars, what you feel like Star Wars food would be.
Yeah.
And I just absolutely love this place. I love to sit outside here in that kind of little courtyard.
Mhm.
And they even have that wraparound, almost like bar seating, elevated bar seating. So Docking Bay 7 is a good one. And if that's too busy, you got Ronto's Roasters right next to you, which I think you could almost.
Yeah,
you know what we really
but there's
need to
only
get-
two. There's only a couple of things there.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. I mean, you do have that option. I would always just do breakfast.
Yes, we like the breakfast Ronto wrap, not the lunch one. We really need to get back to Woody's Lunchbox. Like, we haven't eaten there in so long, and it's a great place for sandwiches. They've added some shaded seating now, so there's some shade in Toy Story Land. So hopefully that keeps some people quiet and happy. We'll see. All right, I have a feeling we picked the same table service, but maybe you'll throw me for a loop. Where are you sitting down for lunch or dinner?
Brown Derby Lounge or inside, because the lounge or the inside is a sit down table service.
Correct. Yeah.
So
the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Oh, my bad.
You have to call it Hollywood because the Brown Derby is the one that's actually was in Hollywood.
Oh.
So the full name is the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Excuse me. Is that your pick?
It
as
is
well?
it is my pick.
Okay.
And honestly, I would say both of us can say thanks to Kat and Michael. This is our favorite table service because we had been before, we went for your birthday that time and we enjoyed it.
Oh, we enjoyed it.
But then we didn't go
much.
back for probably 3 or 4 years when they made a lunch reservation there for all of us. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. And the meal was incredible.
Yeah.
I
think I expected,
and we've been back again since.
Yeah. And I think I expected more of the atmosphere to be better, and it was just meh to me. The food was fantastic, I thought, for my birthday the first time.
Oh, yeah. It was.
I don't know, but the lounge, I absolutely love the lounge. And when it's not too hot, and it's
great people watching.
It is. I love that area.
Yeah. With the interior, what I feel like, and I could be completely off because I don't know what the original, Brown Derby looked like back in the golden age of movies. To me, it feels like, I wish they had made it feel like or look like what it was when it opened. Whereas it feels like it is 60 years later. Does that make sense? Nothing in there seems new. It all seems very, very old in a sense. Like it's been around for 60 years. I wish that you walked in and it felt like all these pictures on the wall are brand new. They were just like the frames are still shiny and, the carpet seems fresh. And does that make any sense?
No, but that's okay.
I want to walk in and feel like it's 1920, not 2020.
Okay.
So it was like it just opened.
I think I
understand?
I'm understanding.
I know. I'm
but,
not explaining it that well, but
okay.
that would be, I think, the cool thing. Where literally you're like the glitz and glamour, not this place looks old. But okay, I've tried to make my point. So anybody who understands now, and anyone who doesn't is like, stop rambling because we don't understand what you're trying to say.
I agree.
All right, let's move on to ride. And what is your favorite ride in Hollywood Studios?
I'm actually gonna pick Minnie and Mickey's.
Okay, cool. So we'll have different ones.
Okay. I picked Minnie and Mickey's because I love that you can ride it with the whole family. I love that it's just so cute, and I just love Minnie and Mickey and Pluto and Goofy, and I don't know, it's just a fun ride, and it's just full family and all the the way it goes into the different rooms and just everything about it. I love it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's 50-50 split on people who love or hate the new animation style, right? With that being said, I feel that like this ride is for everyone, regardless of if you hate the animation style or not. And I think it was the absolute perfect way to tell a story and bring Mickey and Minnie to the parks for their first ever ride.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing it any other way because the new animation style is fast-paced and fun. Mm-hmm. If they had brought the old school Mickey and Minnie in, I think it would have had to been a slow-moving Omni-Mover dark ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just it wouldn't be so fast paced and action based, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it's fun for the whole family,
Yep.
which is important.
I didn't mean to leave out Donald and Daisy there.
No,
in there
of course.
too.
And yeah, everybody in it.
Yep.
Goofy.
Well, I said him.
Oh, you did say Goofy?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was I just going
The Fab
with it?
Five. Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know.
Pluto and everybody, but I completely now forget where I was going with that. But it is a fun family ride, and it's in the iconic icon of Hollywood Studios, not Tower of Terror, but the Chinese Theater.
So speaking of Tower of Terror, what is your ride?
Rise of the Resistance.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's got everything.
Okay.
Rise of the Resistance is the Splash Mountain of Hollywood Studios. It's everything.
Okay.
I mean, it has so many different elements to it.
Okay.
And that's why I absolutely love it. All the way down to the pod drop at the end.
Okay.
Is outstanding. And just what they did with this attraction is still so overwhelming to me. And it still just makes me smile like crazy, from ear to ear every time we ride it.
Good. Okay.
I absolutely love it. I will still, in my opinion, for me, it is the best attraction I've ever experienced and continues to be.
Okay.
And seeing what they did to that and how much I love it. And now that we're getting paid reviews of Star Cruiser and people are saying Disney has created something like no other, and there's getting positive reviews, it makes me want to experience it even more.
Right.
And
Okay.
I mean, I can't even imagine being on the Star Cruiser and getting off in Batuu and going right on Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Like that full experience has to be amazing. And we are going to have Lynn Testa on here when we can schedule him to talk all about his opening day trip to the Galactic Star Cruiser. So we'll get a full review from the one and only Lynn Testa.
All right.
We're just trying to get the schedule down. All right, let's move on to attraction or / show. So again, can't have a moving vehicle.
It's not moving.
Okay. All right. So where is it?
It's Frozen sing along.
Yeah, that's what I picked.
Oh, really?
You know what? No, I'm going to change. I'm going to change mine. Why do you want Frozen sing along?
I love it so much. Ever since we saw the first Frozen, first of all, I loved it. Second of all, I do have young children. Obviously, you'll know that. But I don't know. I mean, even as an adult without the children, I would love to go in and just sit through it. That's where we originally met Ben, Equity Ben.
Yeah. He just was posting on his Instagram. It's his 2-year anniversary of leaving Disney.
Well, and we just always got a good laugh. And he of course was the funniest to me, but they have great cast members that do now. And it is to me that thing, like you said, where I could be thinking about my bills or I could be thinking about, but you go in there and everything just leaves and you laugh. And you could almost cry. It's just, I just know it so well that I wouldn't cry, but it's just so amazing.
It's incredible. And it has, one of the reasons that we love Jungle Cruise so much is that every skipper is different. Yeah. Even if, and they have a pocket full of jokes for each area. So you might hear some different jokes, but even when you hear the same jokes, they're different in the way that they tell them. And that's exactly what Frozen Sing Along is. Yep. You could see this show 5 days in a row. And let's just say there were 5 different actors. Right. And they're all good at improv. Even, they can always put some improv even when they're doing some of the written style jokes, but they all tell them different. You're seeing 5 different shows. Yeah. If you have 5 different actors, cast members up on stage. So
where are you
I'm just going to, I'm going to
now?
switch mine because we did it recently. And I love it so much is the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular.
Oh, and it's back. Yeah. So that's super cool. And it was great to see it again. Yeah.
So, really, my initial pick is Frozen Sing Along, but I want to talk about some other stuff. So we're going to talk about Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular.
Yeah.
And, we talked about it on the episode a couple weeks ago when we saw it again. We sat right down there front row.
Yes.
We had a big group of us, which is always fun. And while they made some changes after bringing it back, still, I'm sure some COVID protocols, they're not bringing down the crowd for audience participation, but they're still able to take some of those jokes and work them in, from that that crowd participation that's no longer there, and everything else is pretty much the same. And it's so action packed, and we're sitting front row where you can feel the heat
that was
of
super cool.
explosions and all, and you can really hear, feet to mats, and when the guys are tumbling and fighting and all that stuff. And it's just, it's one of those I don't have to do every time, but I could do every time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's one of those, if we're there in a group, same with Frozen Sing Along. There's some shows and stuff that somebody might be like, hey, do you want to go see this one now? And I'd be like, I will, because you're my friend and you want to see it. But these, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it's both of them are ones that I think you need to experience your first time to Hollywood Studios. Yeah. And you need to experience at least every couple trips if you go often like we do. So,
I agree.
And with that being said, then we need to go see Frozen Sing Along.
Okay.
Because I don't know that we've seen it since it's been back.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yes.
Okay. Then we need
because
to,
we saw it for the holidays
That's
because
right.
they do
they do Olaf
holiday.
and the kittens.
I love that.
I love the holiday overlay.
Oh, so
I would you replace this
no
with Encanto?
No,
you would not do.
I mean, okay, that would be fun, but no,
Okay.
I love it, and I hate all the memes where it's like, Frozen is out, Encanto's in, or whatever.
I know. Frozen's not going anywhere ever.
I hope not. I love it. But
as,
I would love, if they did, I would love if they did a situation. I don't know if they could, but it's Disney. So I'm like, yeah, they could. If on certain days you have Encanto shows in the Frozen sing along, and then other days you have Frozen.
Yeah, I mean when it's mostly screen based, and then you have some set pieces that you could potentially move in and out, that would be cool. I was actually, Caleb and I were talking about this yesterday. Encanto has been probably one of the biggest surprise hits that Disney's put out since potentially Frozen. Yeah, but we still don't know the staying power.
True.
Like, will we not be talking about Bruno a year from now?
Right.
The way that you could still walk in, and see Frozen stuff everywhere, and people were still watching it.
Oh, yeah.
And
there was a 2, and then there was a.
Well, there's going to be an Encanto.
There's
going to be an Encanto 2.
Well, there should be.
Chapek has said several times he has referred to it as the Encanto franchise.
Ooh.
So I really believe there's going to be an Encanto 2. They're probably working on it right now, but I think they're going to want to get it out there to make sure that this does have a long-lasting staying power, because that will be the true test.
Right.
I mean, look at how outstanding Coco was. Everybody wanted it in the parks, and I think they should have put it in the parks and still should, but it doesn't have the staying power of like a Frozen. Yeah, nothing's had the staying power of Frozen since Frozen, I feel like.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely see. All right, moving on to my favorite one, which is our bonus pick, because we can go anywhere. Yes. And this is where a little strategy kind of comes up. What is your bonus pick?
Well, I'm going to go to the holidays.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Oh, man, I love that show. I want to see it again.
I do too. And it's just, I have so many good memories.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the show. The holiday time at Hollywood is, to me, almost as good, and I'm going to say it, as Magic Kingdom.
It's better. Hands down better.
Yeah.
I think leaps and bounds better because it's truly throughout the park.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed
get some hate mail, man.
Well, as opposed to Magic Kingdom, which nothing is more iconic than Main Street during Christmas on Magic Kingdom. Yeah. But it loses some of its luster when you start to get to the other lands.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And you do feel like it is all around.
Yeah. I mean,
well, Galaxy's Edge, maybe not.
No, not there. But, walking through Toy Story Land, I love the classic porcelain doll, holiday decor throughout. I love standing on Sunset Boulevard and watching Sunset Seasons Greetings while it snows.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite.
Holidays there, for me, are the absolute best. And Animal Kingdom is coming into, I think, that same play. Just the feel of it, because it is so perfectly themed.
Okay.
So perfectly themed.
Agreed to just
I really wish that they would. I know we have the Festival of the Holidays throughout Epcot, but I wish they would just do something crazy with Epcot.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but mine's Tower of Terror. If
really?
I can get another ride in there, I'm going to. That's it.
Okay.
Tower of Terror.
Do better than you. Just kidding.
Wow. Wow. Okay. It's Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd say it every.
Well, and that's why I thought you were gonna pick for your ride, and I was shocked you didn't.
Well, see, that's why I like
the bonus,
pick.
the wild card, whatever you call it.
every time I talk about Tower of Terror, I say it. It's the only attraction. Well, I think I have two now. Tower of Terror and Velocicoaster are two attractions that I've ridden plenty and plenty of times. I absolutely love them, but I still get butterflies in my stomach a little bit as I get up to them.
Okay.
I still get a little anxious and a little nervous
Yeah.
about them. And Tower of Terror, talk about things like Jungle Cruise and, Frozen Sing-Along. You could ride it 5 times in a row, one after the other, and it is technically a different experience because of the randomizing, the random drops. The way that the drops random.
Oh, yeah.
The first time you might shoot up,
sometimes.
then the next time you're shooting down, or the next time you're bouncing 3 times. The next time you're going straight up, and then you're coming down. It's like it's just all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
And every single one is good, but that one we had that time. I wish we knew like what number it was that I could like request. Like, how do I do this sequence again? Because it felt like it lasted forever.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when those doors open and you're looking out over Hollywood Studios,
That is fun.
and then you drop, come on.
Yep.
Mine's a really, really good pick.
Okay.
It is not the icon of Hollywood Studios, but you can see it from all over.
Yeah, you can.
So I still want
Can't
to
see the Chinese theater though.
Yeah, I still want to know if it's true what that cast member told us that time, that he believes that they were not allowed to use the Chinese theater as their icon due to licensing and whatever, and that's why they use
I'm sure.
Tower of Terror. I mean, it makes sense for Tower of Terror. It's the one you see.
Correct.
The same way, I mean, it's the grand.
Right, it's the largest.
Yes. You look at Spaceship Earth, you look at Cinderella Castle, you look at the Tree of
Tallest,
Life,
yep.
they're all just the biggest grand.
Right.
The only thing that this one is, though, is it's not the central hub in a sense of that park the way that the other 3 are.
Right.
So let us know, though. What do you comment on this episode? What do you think is, Disney aside, forget Disney's marketing, what do you consider the icon of Hollywood Studios? Is it Tower of Terror or Chinese theater? What do you consider it?
I probably consider it Chinese theater because that's where the hat was.
Because I have that tattooed on my arm. And so, as the icon.
Excuse me, that's where the hat was.
Sorcerer Mickey.
Mm-hmm. So,
that makes sense.
Right there in the center.
Yeah.
So,
well, as always, we want your guys' feedback and want you to be able to participate in this. So when we post this episode out on social, respond, comment, let us know what your 5 favorite things at Hollywood Studios are. Of course, next in another couple episodes, we'll move on to Animal Kingdom. And then we'll look at maybe doing something around resorts or just property in general or something. We'll keep this series going for a little bit.
Sure.
And again, if you want more content, including in-park, resort, at-home live streams from New Orleans, you get discounts on Main Street Magic merchandise and a whole lot more. Check out wonderlandcrew.com, and you can join our Patreon group, which now has the option for an annual subscription.
Woo!
Also, please check out mainstreet16.com for our Main Street Magic or a Main Street 16 challenge coming up in April. There's scavenger hunts included. There is a 16 ride challenge, and that field has been set. And it is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some social events, whether you can attend all of it, some of it. Locals especially can come out and enjoy one of these days. You can sign up at mainstreet16.com. As always, thank you guys for listening. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I cannot talk today. You will get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And as long as you're out there, will you please leave us a rating and review?
Because it'll help our show grow.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.